Well, hello friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. As always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report, because without you guys, well, I wouldn't talk as damn much as I do. Michael just said to me something very, very interesting. Okay, Zeke Elliott's got another 2 games. What if he plays like crap? Again. Well, that's a good question. And then this keeps getting carried on and on and on, because you know the NFL is going to come back with something, and then the NFLPA will keep going. And so the NFL is playing this hard because what they're looking at is beyond just Zeke Elliott. Like I've told you, this is about the collective bargaining agreement and the power that Roger Goodell has, that they do not want to give up on. And they don't want to set a precedent that anytime they put out a suspension, that a player, if he goes ahead and takes it to court sooner or later, or he'll be able to play sooner and delay the inevitable until later. The NFL does not want that. But to answer Michael's question, and we won't know until we see on Sunday, is Zeke Elliott's comment. See, my whole thing is you don't miss the water until the well runs dry. And I know I'm old using these old sayings, but that's what old people do. You know, we tell you to sit down, son, let me teach you something, because I've been there. Zeke was actually suspended Friday and wasn't allowed to go to the facilities. He was suspended Monday, couldn't go to facilities, could not have contact with the team until today. Well, until late last night. But he didn't go to practice late last night. So that was actually the first time that Zeke has literally been banned from practice facilities and contact with his teammates. Be it short, that's totally different than what he's had to do thus far. Thus far, it's been court system. Oh, don't worry, you got to stay. You're playing. Maybe, just maybe, Friday reality hit him. Saturday, Sunday, watching football games and thinking, this is going to be me the next 6 Sundays. Can't talk to my team. I can't play in games. Oh, shit. Monday, he woke up, which would be typically after a game, and couldn't go to work. And the thought being, for the next 6 weeks, I can't go to work. Reality setting in. The water has gone dry. Tuesday. All right, we're trying a last-ditch effort, Zeke. Chances are it's not going to work, but you're probably going to have to sit out. Maybe for the first time, Zeke realizes that playing football is important and special. Because I'm looking at some comments of him being interviewed today where he literally sounded different than what I've heard him sound. That I'm just happy that I can be here with my teammates and have the opportunity to play. I didn't hear that stuff before. Now, I don't know if that's going to translate on the field. I'm hoping that it does. I'm hoping that he'll finally, light bulb went off and he gets it that I got to watch and change what I'm doing, or else what I have and what I love is not going to be there. So, Mike, I don't know. I have no idea.
Basically going to fight to clear his name. But how long are you going to be fighting it for?
Well, and that part I understand too, because he's sitting there thinking, people think that I'm a domestic abuser. I know I'm not guilty. I did not do this. I'm not guilty of it, so I'm going to fight. I understand that part of it. But the other part of it is so the NFL doesn't lose. It's not just fighting City Hall. And a lot of people say that I'm wrong for just saying, you know what, at some point you just got to cut bait and just take it. Fair or unfair, but that's what you have to deal with, unfortunately, sometimes in life. Sometimes we all have to do things that we do not want to accept, but we have to accept them. But we'll see what happens. Maybe the tide is changing from the reports that I'm hearing. The whole thing is confusing. We've got the one judge that's on vacation. You know, maybe we could all chip together, do a GoFundMe, and get her like a cruise around the world or something until the end of the season, maybe. That might be an idea. Give her an extended vacation. So that way it'll just be done for the season. But I hope that he ends up coming back with a vengeance and playing like he wants to play. You know, when you look at, say, remember when Randy Gregory played those 2 games last year? Randy Gregory sat out because of he couldn't stay off the weed. But the first game he didn't do too much, but the second game he came through. I got 2 sacks and a couple quarterback pressures and looked like a man possessed because he realized what he was losing and how much he wanted to play. Hopefully that's Zeke Elliott. Hopefully he'll come back with a vengeance and want to play. I have hopes for him. And reading that article made me feel better about where he is, because it seemed like when this whole investigation was going on, Zeke was forever still out hanging in the club, pulling down, you know, with good old boobies, boobygate, you know, and out in the public. And it's kind of like, dude, you need to lay low. You need to let this stuff go. You've got to understand you have a target on your back. So maybe this time he gets it. We'll see, Mike. We'll see. I'm Mark Holmes, and I hate working at frickin' night. Sometimes I wish I could quit my day job. I'll see you guys soon.